Hey guys, Donald here. Thanks for tuning in to our very first video within our In the Library training series. Today's video, we're going to be going over overdues. Okay, we're looking in SmartSuite to see what functions and features are available to you guys so you can start using it to get your library books back towards the end of the term. Alright, so let's have a look at what we can do. Alrighty, so let's get into it. The way I'm going to show you how you should do your overdues is the simplest way. Okay, we're going to be running them through Smart Reports. Okay, Smart Reports allows you to print off a letter as well as email that letter out. Okay, and I'll walk you through checking the report has the correct fields that you're after, checking the template is correct, and then we'll go through the print process and the email process. Okay. So you want to go from your main menu, Reports, Smart Reports. Okay, as an overdue is alone, it's going to be in circulation and overdues. The report you're looking for is the very first one, overdue letter. Some of you might have more than one. If not, you'll just have the one. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is check that the report has the correct fields inside it. Okay, to do that, click on the title of the report. Okay, it'll always automatically load up to the conditions page, but what we're looking for is the columns. Okay, so look to the top tabs, we're looking for columns. Okay, and the number there is the number of columns that are inside your report. Okay, if we click on that, it'll list out each column that is represented inside the report. Okay, so we'll go down and have a look at what's there. You can scroll across this bar at the top to see what's been added already. Okay, or you can have a look at the tables below that, and anything that's marked green is inside your report. Okay, so you can see these ones here are all inside my report. I wanted to add something like copy number. All I have to do is click on that and it's been added to my report. Okay, if I don't want copy number, I can remove it like that. Okay, I can expand my patron table. This is all the patron information that's inside of my report. Okay, and first thing I see, there are two things that I want to add. That's parent first name and parent last name. Okay, other than that, I'm very happy with what's inside the report. And there's nothing from catalog. Alright, so once I've checked the report and I've found that the fields that are in there are perfect, I want to run this report because I have made a change. So I will just generate this. Okay. Alright, so now what I want to do is work on my template. Okay, and the best way to do that is to go back to our reports list. Okay, and we want to look for this little button here. This is your template configuration. So click that. Loads up my template. As you can see, I've already created a template. For anyone who has not yet created one, the top section is for your site name. That should say my school name. Alrighty, and below here you'll have no information in the body of the letter or in the end sign off of the letter. Okay, and what I'll do now is walk you through editing those fields. So first of all, you want to add your site name at the top. And all you have to do is click on it, it will highlight red. A box will appear on the right. You're looking for the text section. Okay, this button here, it expands so that we can clearly see what we're writing. Make a change inside here, like so. Hit this little floppy disk, and it will be saved. Right, but I'm going to remove that because I'm happy with my site name. Okay, you can edit the overdue notice field. And if I want, I can call it first overdue notice, so that the other reports that I create can say second overdue notice and third overdue notice. Righty. This here is the print date, so this will automatically update whenever you run the report. So if I run this report tomorrow, that'll say 24/10/2019. As we go down, we have the site's, the patron's address information. Okay, you can again click on this, expand. Now this has been grabbed from our pick list, which is here. Okay, so if I want to add replacement, up here, select replacement from my pick list, add to column. Okay, so that will add that to my text field, but I'll just remove that because I don't want that there. Okay, now this is set to go to the students, not the parents. If you wanted to add the parent name in there, you can just remove that. Go. Okay, you can add parent / guardian. Okay, or you could also add the parent's first name, surname from the pick list. Okay, hit save. Let's see, now that's updated to what I placed in there. As we go down, okay, this is your body of a letter. Again, click the expand button. Remove that, shouldn't be there. Okay, you don't have to have last name if you don't want. I just want the first name. And then enter in the information you want them to see. Okay, it has come to our attention that some of the items you have out on loan are now overdue. Can you please return these items to the library or visit us to renew them? Okay, you can place anything inside there that you would like. Once you've made your changes, just remember to hit that floppy disk at the top left, and then it's ready to go. Okay, these are the default fields that we've selected to appear in the report. Okay, so we have due, title, barcode, call number, and price. Currently set to replacement cost. Okay, if I click on that, I can go my column, replacement. Okay, if I had price cost, I could select price cost from the list, but I don't have it in my report because I'm happy with replacement. If you did want price cost added there, you do have to go back to the previous step that we did and add that from the column to your report. Alrighty. The last thing you want to check is your sign off. Okay, so you can see here I've got thank you, Professor X, library team. Okay, if you want, you can add email address in there, numbers, so that the students or parents can call you. It's totally up to you on what you guys want to add to this field. Okay, so once I've checked my template and I'm happy with it, okay, what I want to do is hit my save icon over here. I hit that, saves my template, so that whenever I run the template, it's always going to be the same. Alright, so now what I'll show you is the process of running the report, printing out your letters, as well as the email process. Okay, and please be aware that if you are planning on emailing out letters, your patron details need to have the student email and the parent email. Okay. Alright, so if we go back to our Smart Reports folder, we are looking for this button here, the little black printer icon. Okay, this, as you see when I hover over it, says print report with template. Okay, so simply means it's going to show the report with the template that I created. Alright, if I hit that button, I get two white boxes and my report in the background. Okay, you can see it's laid out as per my template. But what I need to do now is update my conditions. Okay, so currently my conditions are set to due, days before current day. So it's going to show anything that's overdue. You can change this to before. It'll load today's date, so anything that's due before today, if it's overdue, it'll load, show everything that's overdue. If I wanted to filter out classifications or homerooms, I can add a condition. Select from my condition drop down. Homeroom. Yeah. And then go okay. I want everyone in 10A, 10F, and 10YE. Close. Okay, and then what I want to do is hit generate. Okay, it'll load up all the overdues, and we will get a little pop-up to print. Okay, so you can print out your overdues. You can see I've only got one overdue here within those homerooms. Okay, so I can just either print this out or I can push cancel. Okay. Now, if I wanted to email out these reports, I'll go back to my print controls, top right. Okay. I have an email function here. Okay, so it says email to. I can select from that if I want it to go to email, which is the student, or the parent email, which is parent email 1 or parent email 2. Okay, currently it doesn't allow you to do more than one email. The next version will allow you to select the CC, so keep that in mind. Okay, I'm going to go with my student email. Okay, all I have to do is just hit regenerate, it'll rerun the report. And I don't want to print, hit print controls. Okay, you can see I now have an email button, I have a subject field and my email list. Okay, again, because there's only one overdue, it's only going to show one email option, so email address. I can add in here overdue letter 1. Okay, I can add an additional message. Hi John, please return your item. Okay. Okay, and then I have my option to deselect or select patrons. Okay, again, if there were multiple patrons here, I knew John was on a holiday and sending him an overdue letter won't do anything. I can remove him from the list. Okay, and send out the emails to other students. Okay, I'll leave it as done. I then hit email. You'll notice that it has a process bar going. And once it's sent, it's removed from the list. Okay. So that's how easy it is to run your overdue letters, print them, as well as email them out to your students or parents. Don't forget, if you want to rerun it to parents, you select the parent. You will need to regenerate the report. Print controls again, and if I did have parent email on John's account, it would appear as it did before. Alrighty. Now, one thing I like to show people as well is creating a report so that you can actually follow up on what's been sent out. Okay, so monitor the emails that you're sending to see whether or not they're being opened by students or parents. Right, so to do that, I'll quickly show you. That. Go back to our reports, Smart Reports. And we want to expand others and email logs. Alright, so what I'll get you guys to do is there is an email log here. You can run this report. However, because it's a system report, you'll have to continuously add the condition. Okay, we want subject to equal the subject we place in our overdue email, which was overdue letter 1. Generate, and you can see there the overdue letters that we have sent out. Okay, John is the one I sent today. Gives you a time. Status is send. Okay, once the user opens the report, it will say read, and then you'll have an extra field called read time. Okay, so you can definitely say, you know, I did send you an email, I sent it on this day. They say I never got it. You can say, well, I can see that you opened it and it was opened on this date at this time. Okay, so you can really get around people trying to get out of having overdue items, especially when you have the option to track whether or not they're opening their email that you've sent them. Alright. So that's pretty much overdues in Smart Reports. Best and easiest way to run an overdue report, simply because it gives you the option to print and email out your letters. Okay, this works for staff as well. So jump in, have a play. In V3 we're going to have an extra function added to such report like this. It will give the option to create a schedule. So you set up your letter, your template, you then set up a schedule if you would like to, and it will send out on your schedule settings. Alrighty, well, once again, I really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we'll talk soon.
Once again, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate the support. As always, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of our videos that we do in the future. Next week, Wednesday at 1 PM Victorian time, we're touching on some stock taking. Okay, so tune in if you're interested in doing a stock take towards the end of the year. Thanks guys.